When Dr. Jim McWhirter retired as a family doctor in South Oxfordshire, he joined Rotary. He also decided to volunteer for the Rotary Doctor Bank scheme, which offered him the chance to use and even expand on his skills to help others, usually in Africa. Although he tried to prepare for Africa with a course in caesarean surgery, when he arrived at the hospital in Kamuli, it was a real shock. It has just 2 doctors and 160 beds to serve 700,000 patients. The buildings are run down and the doctors have to combine skills in a way unheard of in modern Western systems like the NHS.
I would say that nothing can actually prepare you for the reality of experience here. It is just a completely different world, and although I had read about it, although I was aware that death was a commonplace and that suffering was widespread, the actual conditions when I arrived here were truly shocking.
Coming from conditions where power, equipment and appropriate drugs are readily available, arriving in the Ugandan countryside was a struggle.
It has a maternity ward, a medical ward, a surgical ward and a children's ward. And you can imagine that those services for 750,000 people and 2 doctors means that things would be extremely difficult under any circumstances. But when you have a situation where drugs are in short supply, medical equipment is in short supply, the facilities available are very limited, and electric power fails regularly on a daily basis, delivering quality medical services is an incredible challenge.
The hospital has a 24-hour emergency facility dealing with illnesses and accidents, but much of the valuable work is in saving lives before, during and after childbirth.
It's very difficult. In the UK, a mother faces a personal risk of death of 1 in 10,000. Here, a mother having a baby faces a personal risk of death of 1 in 200. Her baby in the UK will face a risk of death of 1 in 100. Here, it is 1 in 10.
Calamity loomed when the hospital's aged X-ray machine broke down, but Dr. Jim decided he had to help. In just 2 months after returning from Uganda, his fundraising dinners and events, all emphasising the hospital's dire needs, raised £9,000 to purchase a reconditioned X-ray machine and ship it to Uganda, a project which captured the imagination of the local press. Further campaigns to improve hospital water supplies and electricity generation have now raised over £60,000 with matching grants from the Rotary Foundation. The work at Kamuli Hospital is never ending, but that's part of the challenge for Dr. Jim.
It's a place of great hope. It's a place where women can receive life-saving procedures and do receive life-saving procedures every day. Without this hospital, no modern medical facilities would be available to most of these 750,000 people.
Dr. Jim McWhirter, winner of the Magic of Rotary Volunteering Award.